Hello everyone. Okay, so in our previous lecture we have seen the advances in metrology. In that we have seen the measuring machine, various measuring machines, and the main that was the coordinate measuring machine. We have seen the features of it, and along with that we have seen the developments and the types of coordinate measuring machine. That was the cantilever, moving, fixed, horizontal arm, gantry, column type. This type of CMM machine we have seen in our previous lecture. Also, we have seen the advantages, disadvantages, applications of CMM. Now, today we are going to see the information about the types of probes. But for that, I am not going to tell you the detail. For that, we are going to see one video, okay, which is conducted by the IIT Madras, and it is on NPTEL. That means NPTEL is nothing but National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning by Professor Dr. Kannakopi Sadashivappa. Okay, actually this video is of having 1 hour, so I have splitted this video in half of hour. Okay, so in first session we are going to see the probes, and in our remaining section we are going to see the CMM software. Okay, so let us see the video.
Now let us start the lecture number 2 in module 12 under the advanced metrology topic. In this lecture, we will be discussing about the different types of CMM probes. So we will discuss about the probe working and how the collision of probe with the machine or workpiece is avoided, and then what are the various types of probes like touch trigger probe, scanning type of probe, and then we will also discuss about the calibration of probes and how do we change the stylus or probe depending upon the inspection required, and then we will discuss about the vision probes, and then we will move on to the CMM software, wherein we will be discussing about the various capabilities of software, and then what are the various subroutines used in CMM software. Now let us study how the CMM probe works. In this picture, we can see we have the CMM table on which the workpiece is placed, and then this is the probe. When the probe is moved in this direction, this tip of the probe or tip of the stylus will come in contact with the job, and then it slightly deflects. The probe will deflect like this, and then we can see here we have 3 micro switches placed inside the housing of the probe. One micro switch is available here, second one, and one more behind the spring. Now when the probe, when the stylus deflects, the micro switch gets opened, and then a signal is sent to the CMM software. So this is a mechanical probe wherein the micro switches are used, and then we have another type wherein a piezoelectric element is used, or wire strain gauges are used to sense the contact of the stylus tip with the job. Now, in the case of touch trigger probe, as the probe contacts the job as shown here, the continuity breaks or resistance changes. If it is a probe with micro switch type, the micro switch gets opened and a signal is sent to the CMM software. If it is a probe based on strain gauges, when the probe deflects, the resistance of the strain gauge changes and hence a signal is sent to the software. The computer records this point coordinates. That means whenever the probe comes in contact with the component, that particular point coordinates are stored by the computer. An LED light and an audible signal indicates the contact. In the case of scanning probe, this is used to measure contour surfaces and very complex irregular shapes. And this scanning type of probe remains in contact with the part surface as it moves. For example, this is the probe, and say this is the surface work part surface. When the probe moves in this direction, this tip, it scans over the surface and then it will be sending the signals to the computer system, and hence very complex 3D shapes can be assessed using the scanning probe. Now let us try to understand how the probe collision with the CMM structure or the job is avoided. We can see here we have the table of the coordinate measuring machine, and this is the column of the coordinate measuring machine, and this is over arm on which the probe head is provided. We have the probe fixed to the probe head, and this is the probe rack. Now the workpiece, this is the workpiece to be inspected, which is mounted on a fixture. The height of fixture and the location of the fixture plays a very major role. Now when the stylus is checking the inside hole feature, the other stylus, for example, this stylus should not touch the table, and the other third stylus should not touch the column. So in such a way, we have to locate the fixture, and we should select the fixture of proper height. Similarly, when the probe moves, see, it selects the appropriate probe from the rack, and then it will be moving in this direction for carrying out the inspection. So after carrying out the inspection in this particular hole, it will be retrieved, and then it should be moved up to a sufficient height so that this stylus will not touch the surface of the workpiece. So like this, the automatic path selection is done using the CMM software based upon the CAD detail that is provided. So you can see here the probe is inspecting very complex part. So when it after completing the inspection over here, it has to move up to a sufficient height, and then it should be brought to this position for inspection. Now we can see the probe assembly. This is the probe body, which is fixed to the probe head using the spanners, and then we have this is the probe module, which can be coupled with the probe body using the kinematic coupling. We can see the alignment marks here to check whether the assembly of the probe module with the probe body is correct or not, and then we can select the appropriate stylus, and it can be fixed to the probe module. The term probe refers to the entire probe configuration, and the term stylus refers to the stem and tip of the probe configuration. So this is the stem portion, and this is the tip of the stylus. Now let us study the different probe types. Under mechanical probes, we have touch trigger probe, scanning probe, and 5-axis probes. This touch trigger probe, it contacts the job at the selected points, which are decided by the operator or by the inspection program. The operator operates the joystick, and he will move the probe, and then probe will move and it makes contact with the workpiece, and then like this measurement is carried out. If it is CMM with a dedicated computer system, these selected points are decided by the software or the inspection program. Now the scanning probe, there is continuous contact of the probe tip with the job, but this can also be used as a touch type probe. And then we have 5-axis probes, the details of which we will be discussing shortly. And there is another type of probe called optical probe or vision probe. So you can see here this is a profile which is to be measured. So the probe, we have to select the scanning probe. It continuously it moves over the profile, and then it will be sending the data points to the computer. Now touch trigger probes, they measure discrete points decided by operator or the software, making them ideal for inspection of 3D geometric parts. As the probe touches the surface of the component, you can see here probe will move and it makes contact with the workpiece surface. So as the probe touches the surface of the component, the stylus deflects and simultaneously sends the XYZ coordinate information to the computer. Now you can see here, this is the stylus and this is the probe module and probe body. So depending upon the inspection, we have to select appropriate stylus and appropriate module, which can be assembled into the probe body. And care must be taken to see that proper stylus with proper tip and stem length is selected. You can see in this particular diagram, the stem is contacting the workpiece surface, which is incorrect. So whereas here only the tip of the stylus is contacting the surface. That means we have to select the appropriate stem and tip for achieving the proper measurement. Now in the case of continuous contact probe, these scanning probes are miniature measuring machines that can acquire several hundred surface points per second. That means such as the speed of acquiring the data points. Several hundred surface points are sensed in each second, enabling measurement of form as well as size and position. Scanning probes can also be used to acquire discrete points similar to touch trigger type. Now you can see here the probe, when it moves like this, it is scanning the surface, and hence we can get the profile information. Very high speed scanning is possible with advanced scanning probes, which can sense at the rate of 300 millimeter per second. An extremely robust design to withstand moderate collisions. The low probing forces give maximum application flexibility. Because of this low forces, the wear of the stylus is also very less. An excellent product life with a mean time before failure in excess of 50,000 hours. So this gives low cost of ownership. Now let us discuss the 5-axis probe systems. In conventional coordinate measurement methods, the CMM structure performs all the movements, that is x, y, z movements necessary to acquire the surface data. CMM structure accelerations induce inertial deflections into the machine frame, which in turn induce measurement errors. Many techniques have been developed that reduce these dynamic errors, but there is an upper speed limit imposed by the machine and servo system stiffness, beyond which measurement cannot be taken with reliability. Recently, 5-axis probe system have been developed, which uses an articulating head that moves in two rotary axes as it measures. That means 5-axis probe system has additional two rotary axes, A axis and B axis, along with XYZ motion given by the CMM structure. This allows the CMM to move at constant velocity in a single vector while measuring. As the probe head is much lighter and more dynamic when compared to the CMM structure, it is possible to quickly follow changes in the part geometry without introducing harmful dynamic errors. This results in much faster surface speeds and hence shorter measurement cycles. 5-axis scanning technology allows the user to achieve extraordinary levels of throughput. Now you can observe a motorized 5-axis probe head here. This is the probe head, and appropriate styluses can be inserted into the probe head. We can observe here that apart from XYZ motion given by the CMM structure, these motorized probe heads, they have their own A-axis movement as well as B-axis movement. So the stylus can be swiveled as shown here, and the stylus can rotate in plus 180 degree or minus 180 degree. Apart from that, a radial adjustment is also possible. There is an integral LCD display which enables easy programming of probe orientation. So depending upon the inspection requirement, the probe orientation can be adjusted. And this is the digital display built into the probe head. Now you can see here, with the use of extended extension bars, probe head can reach into deep holes and recesses, and the internal details, deep hole details can be measured. An accurate 3D form measurement even with the long stylus is possible. You can see here, by using the extension bars, the measurement volume can be selected. Now, apart from single stylus probe heads, Multiple stylus probe heads are also possible. You can see here we have a probe head with multiple stylus. This is a disc stylus with an extension bar, and this is a ruby ball stylus with the knuckle joint. Similarly, we can insert appropriate stylus here depending upon the inspection requirement. A wide range of styli have been developed to suit many different gauging applications. These can be mounted on multiple stylus head. The selection of the stylus is done based on the application for which the probe is to be used. Now you can see here with the help of motorized probe head, infinite number of repeatable positions and repeatable stylus changing is possible. You can see here a motorized 5-axis probe head is fixed to the z-axis. It can orient its angle can be adjusted depending upon the workpiece inclination, workpiece angle. Here also you can see the inclined surface and bore is to be checked. So the 5-axis heads will help in inspection of these holes which are at some inclination. Advanced probe head increases inspection throughput up to 3 times using fast infinite rotary positioning and unique head touch capability. Now you can see here, this is the deflected probe body if we use conventional probes, and here we are using a 5-axis scanning type probe. So non-linear motion on a Cartesian CMM induces acceleration and deceleration that twist and deflect the machine structure, and these dynamic deflections result in measurement error. So this is eliminated by using the 5-axis probe system. Now you can see these pictures show variety of mechanical probes. The motorized probe wherein the angle can be changed, star type probe heads are possible. Motorized probe head wherein the angle can be adjusted depending upon the workpiece type. These touch probes are extremely robust and they are ideal for use on general purpose manual coordinate measuring machines. The feature to be inspected dictates the type and size of the stylus used. However, in all cases, maximum rigidity of the stylus and perfect spacity of the tip are very vital in order to have accurate measurements. You can see here there is excessive deflection of the probe. That means selection of stem of proper thickness and proper length is very important in order to avoid excessive deflection, and perfect sphericity is also very vital so that we get accurate measurements. The performance of gauging can easily be degraded if a stylus is used with poor ball roundness, poor ball location, bad thread fit. See, the fitting of the stylus into the probe body should be proper, otherwise it will lead to improper measurement, or a compromised design that allows excessive bending during measurement. To maintain accuracy at the point of contact, it is recommended that the stylus be kept short. So unnecessary lengthy stylus should not be used, which causes the large amount of deflection, which will lead to incorrect measurement. Joints should be minimized. Between probe and stylus tip, the minimum joint should be there. As large as possible, stylus ball should be used. Now you can see a variety of probes here. This is a stainless steel stem. Ruby tip is ruby tip, and this stem is made of stainless steel, so which is used to measure the recesses as well as the surface heights, widths, etc., etc. Now you can see here a star stylus, and here we are observing how we can use a star stylus to measure the external grooves. So similarly here measurement of internal groove using the star stylus, and here we have a ceramic hollow ball stylus for measurement of diameter of the holes, a disc type stylus, and a cylindrical type stylus used for measurement of threads. Now how do we select the probes? Depending upon the material. See, if you have a soft material, then we should select the probes with low force, low measurement force requirement. So for general use, we can select the SF type, and for heavier, longer and heavier styli, we should use the probes with medium force requirement. And similarly for grooves and undercuts, depending upon the type of the inspection, we should select the probes of appropriate length with appropriate force requirement. Now let us see the details of straight probes. Now this diagram shows straight probe stylus. Now this is the threaded portion which will go into the probe body. Different threads are possible, M2 to M6 threadings are possible, and then this is the stem portion. Stems are available with different materials like steel, ceramic, aluminium, carbon fiber, titanium, and tungsten carbide, and they are available with different diameters also. And at the end we have the tip. This is the probe tip. Probe tips are available with different tip material like ruby, silver steel, silicon nitride, tungsten carbide, ceramic, and zirconia. And tips are available with different shapes also. So this shows a ball type tip, and balls of different diameters up to 6 mm and above are available depending upon the inspection requirements. So effective working length of the probe is D. So the probes of different working lengths are available up to 11 millimeter, 11 to 29 millimeter, 30 to 50 and 50 mm and above. So depending upon the application, we can select probes of different length. Now, straight styli are designed to inspect simple features where direct, unobstructed contact with a measured surface is possible. A tungsten carbide stem provides exceptional rigidity, particularly for styli with small ball and stem diameters. Ruby is regarded as the industry standard for stylus tips, It is one of the hardest materials available, and it is suitable for most applications. Due to adhesive nature, ruby tips are not recommended for scanning aluminum parts. Now, in these pictures show cylindrical head stylus. You can see the tip is cylindrical type, which can be used to measure threads, and this is spherical ended uh, stylus, and then we have datum end. Hemispherical tips are also available for measurement of uh, holes of larger diameter, and then we have star type wherein different tips can be mounted on this probe head. Then we have pointed tips for measurement of threadings, and then extension rods are possible to measure very deep hole details. So extension rods can be used, and at the end we can have the stylus. And adapters are also possible between the probe head and the stylus tip.
Okay, so here we have seen the types of probes, types of stylus, tips, okay, and how the measurement can be done by using a CMM machine. Okay, so today we are going to stop over here.